Hi, my name is Shelley Hill, and my husband Brian Hill and I are the complete combatant. Today we're going to talk about smart choices, but I want to give you a little bit of a background on where smart choices came from. In January of 2019, we introduced image-based decisional drills. There's a couple reasons why we produced image-based decisional drills in the way that we did, which is using cards, images that would provoke a response that would be non-lethal, less than lethal, or a lethal decision. So if you want information about that, please just go to imagebaseddecisionaldrills.com. But I wanted to let you know that smart choices stemmed from that. The other reason we came up with image-based decisional drills is because I'm dyslexic and I learn differently than maybe some other people. I process images better than I process words. And I've got some notes here. I want to let you guys know what dyslexia is for me. Okay, so bear with me as I look down and read this. Dyslexia is a learning disorder that involves difficulty in reading due to problems identifying speech sounds and learning how they relate to letters and words. It's also called a reading disability. Dyslexia affects the part of the brain that processes language. So what does that mean? Well, for me personally, it means that I process differently than you do. And images make more of an impact on me than words. Smart choices will arrive to your home in a little plastic bag, and in that bag will be a burlap sack to hold your 84 double-sided image cards, a magnet of Arlo, a sticker of Arlo that can just be untied, and your Setting You Up for Success booklet. Guys, if you have any questions on smart choices, please feel free to contact me. I can be reached at imagebaseddecisionaldrills@gmail.com. Reach out. Any question you have, I'll try to answer it. And if I can't, well, by gosh, let's get you to some people who can. Definition of success. Prepare your child by developing critical thinking and problem solving to help them make smart choices when you're not around. Smart choices will aid in helping the family have a plan so you and your child know what to do when presented with a difficult situation. Smart choices focuses on images that will help teachers, educators, parents, guardians, I mean, I can keep going on, help them teach the children to recognize danger and make smart choices ahead of time. These cards were made for ages 4 through 13, but ages over 13 will benefit as well. It helps develop self-esteem and confidence so they don't succumb to peer pressure. It creates awareness and thinking ahead. It's to open up communication about sensitive subjects and to learn body language. It's a chance for you to encourage your child to think for themselves. It explores safety decisions and it teaches them to prepare in advance. These are just a few things that, obviously I'm having my notes here and there's many, many more benefits. Let's talk about the 4 main learning styles of children, because this is another benefit with smart choices. There are 4. There is your visual, your auditory, your tactile, and your kinesthetic. Those are the 4 main styles of learning for children. These cards are specifically made for you to be able to use 1, 2, 3, or even all 4 of the main learning styles for children. Smart Choices is not about dumping a bunch of knowledge and facts and numbers into your child's brain. It's about having a conversation with them. Smart Choices will supply the images where you supply the subject matter. Don't worry, guys. We're going to give you a lot of helpful hints in the booklet that will come with your Smart Choices, and it's called Setting You Up for Success. And we'll get to that just a little bit later in this video. Smart Choices will provide 84 two-sided image cards. On one side is the image, and on the back is helpful hints for you parents. These are just little hints to help you out when you get started. The connection between you and your child is going to be through your imagination, your experiences, and it's going to be through your research. So the connection, once again, comes from you, not us. So we are not providing information on what you would give your child. We are providing the images. You provide the meat and potatoes. I'd like to take a moment to go over just a few of the Smart Choices image cards that come in your 84 card deck. I've got several of them that are laid out here. I'm not going to add anything to it because, once again, this isn't about us teaching you what to say to your child. It's just us providing images and a few helpful hints to get you started. So I'm just, like I said, I picked out about 10, so I don't know how many we'll get to without taking up too much time. But here is, am I upside down? There you go. Here's an image of a child drinking. Simply use your imagination and experiences. Stay hydrated. Don't share your drinks with people or kids. You can get flu, COVID, strep, etc. Some symptoms. Wash your hands. Germs. These are just a few helpful hints that are on the back of this simple card. This card here. This one would be always use your imagination and experiences. Alert to danger. Use your intuition. Leave immediately. Get a parent or guardian. What should your child do if they come up on this? Use your imagination and experiences. Stay away. Get your parent or guardian. Bee stings, pain, swelling, when you get stung, treatment, allergic, death. These are just, once again, helpful hints and little keywords that may help you talk to your child about if they come up on a hive. This one here. That one's one of the more serious cards. This one introduces the discussion or conversation with your child. Use your imagination, of course, and your experiences. This is about controlling behavior. abusive boyfriend or girlfriend. You did nothing wrong. Could be verbal abuse, could be physical abuse, could be financial abuse. Tell someone. You're not alone. Helpful hint. We'll just do a couple more. Fireworks. Talk to your children about fireworks. Safety. Don't play with them. Get a parent or guardian. Burn. Loss of finger. Blinding. You can have pain, death, destroy, fire. These are all just, once again, words to help guide you in talking to your children. Fast-moving water, river. Use your imagination and experiences. Good and bad swimmers can drown. That's fast-moving water. Undercurrent, trapped, hit your head, broken bones, hypothermia, injury, bleed, cold. Once again, helpful hints or words that may help you in the discussion of letting your children know that getting in this is not smart. I'm going to end with my favorite of all of them is this one. I highly recommend after each discussion with your child or each session with your child, you end with this card. You can tell me anything. I promise I will help you no matter what. I may get upset, but we will get through it together. Nothing you do or say will make me stop loving you. Sometimes we all make poor decisions. I am proud of you no matter what, and I am your biggest fan. We love you. Smart Choices comes with a booklet called Setting You Up for Success. And that's exactly what it does. We want you to make sure that you read this entire booklet before you have your first discussion with your child. It's going to go through a lot of helpful hints, but this actually does help you with teaching your children. Pick a day and time that you don't have any time restraints and you're more relaxed. It's going to give you little hints like make sure that your phone is off and your child's phone is off and that you've got these 15 to 30 minutes dedicated to this conversation alone. Make sure that you pick age-specific image cards so your child is not overwhelmed. Research topics as needed. Just flipping through here, guys. Moderation. These are not flashcards, guys. These are discussions about serious subjects. It tells you, keep an open mind, be patient, and then it tells you why that is important. Repetition is a must. Obviously more helpful hints like body language, why that's important when you're talking to your child. It talks about the 4 main ways that your children learn, right? The visual, auditory, tactile, and kinesthetic. So those are super, super important when you're talking about trying to help a child learn and retain. And one of the other things that I want to throw at you also is that this is kind of hard to measure your child's progress because it's not like there's a test that's being taken or anything like that. So another little helpful hint is to store the used image cards that you've already gone over in a different place, and then every once in a while introduce one of those image cards that you've already gone over and see how quickly they can make a decision or what they remember about your discussion. And then of course add on if you need to, or you know what, that's a great way to measure progress in learning, is the retention and the feedback you're getting. So once again, this little booklet here is tried and true. There's another section to this video that's going to be coming up that I will cite my sources and tell you where this information came from, which I think is very important, you know. I wanted to go over 2 more cards with you because you will need to do some research on a couple of these things, or at least you might, right? So we encourage research. Let's say you want to go over this card. Whenever I talk to a parent and I say, hey, if there's a kitchen fire or you're camping or something, does your child know what to do? And they say, yeah, of course. They reach underneath the sink and they use the fire extinguisher. And I'm like, oh, excellent. Do they know how to use it? No, they don't. They know where it's at, but your 8-year-old or your 6-year-old or your 13-year-old truly may not know how to use it because it was not part of the discussion. So this card here is to learn how to use a fire extinguisher. When would you use it? Kitchen, small fires, camping, so on and so forth. Obviously, get a parent or guardian, save lives, call 911, but you need to know how to use the fire extinguisher. So this one to me was just a big one. So once again, research, know how to use it, and then show your child. The other one is maybe not so much research, but it is, how do you talk to your child? What do you do if your child comes home and sees a broken window, or is home and hears a window being broken? Have you had that hard conversation on what they're supposed to do for themselves, for other family members? So this card here, once again, always use your imagination and your experiences. What happens if you see a broken window before you enter the house? What's your protocol, guys? What if you hear a broken window or a window being broken when you're inside the house? What is your protocol? Are you alone? Are you not alone? What should your actions be? And do they know how to call 911? Once again, it's not for us to tell you what you want your children to do. It's up to us to give you an opportunity to have these conversations with your children through our image cards. We think it's important that you know where the information came from that we provided in your Setting You Up for Success booklet. It came from my experiences, common sense, the education that I've been provided. It came from books, online research. It came from interviews and conversations with teachers and counselors and other professional people in the education department. I would like to cite some of my sources so you know, guys, that this is the real deal. California Department of Education, Ability Path, Inspiring Inclusions, Eaton Institute, Dr. Karen McDonald of Rachel's Rest, Children's Library Lady, Telling Ain't Training, Everfi, Davidson Institute, and What the Best College Teachers Do. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the ant. We are the complete combatant. And a friend of ours several years ago came up to us at a luncheon and he said, "What's up with the complete combat ant?" Get it? The complete combatant. Oh my God, we loved it. We didn't just love it because it was a play on words, but we loved it because of what the ant symbolizes to us. So, this is Joe and Jane. They are focused. They are driven builders that create order in a chaotic world. Our ant uses all the tools available for personal protection, quickly cycling his or her task to whatever benefits them the most. If you have ever been attacked by fire ants, you know they mean business. Those little creatures are tough. Ants don't care how big the problem is. They just get to work. Sure, we could have picked a bigger and cooler mascot, but we believe in the little guy or gal that just wants to get home safely and take care of the ones they love. So our ants, Joe and Jane, are just like all of us guys, living life and being prepared to take care of ourselves and our loved ones, no matter what life throws at us. So we are proud to introduce Arlo. He is the latest member to our complete combat ant family. And Arlo will be helping us teach children about safety. And we're starting with the smart choices. We will be offering t-shirts, mugs, backpacks, other fun things through my daughter's company. Her name is Alex Patterson, and she is makeitYoursByAlex.com. She does all this type of work, and she's outstanding. So I am proud to use her and her company to help us get Arlo out there. Thanks, guys.